Hello, Kimberly. How are you? Oh, and I see that it's already working. I hope you both are having an absolute wonderful time and had a lovely weekend. You might see that there are some little critters walking around under the screen. I did a little bit of a thingy. So everybody who is speaking up will be walking around as a Pokemon, both on YouTube and on the Twitch. It's always fun how you two are getting on at the same time, Alam and Kimberly. You two have a wonderful friendship. Going to be quite a busy month with a lot of fun festivities, but we're also preparing for a new convention that's coming up. And also, hello Longtooth, I hope you are well as well. I am doing fine so far. It's a pleasure to see you on the channel as well. We're going to try out the notifications on all the socials. Hey, hello Mino! Yeah, look at that! Mino is walking around as a Pokemon. Yes, indeed! Oh yeah, indeed! Longtooth is going as Bulbasaur, and Bulbasaur is green, and what color is not Pokemon compatible? Oh gosh. Also, Rocky Ice and Meerkat, hello, hello! And I know that there are a couple of really big Pokemon fans here. So I think that this will be appreciated. There are Pokemon battles that you can have with each other and stuff like that, and all sorts of mini games. But I still have to figure it out. It's the Stream Avatars pack available on Steam. And I thought, let's do something fun, you know. Jasperinity, hello to you as well, and definitely Wrath of Darkness. Yes, Stream Avatars in one word. That is basically what is causing all these little critters to walk around. Yes, Alam Aguilar, yes, thank you very much for that lovely piece of fan art. I really love how the snoot came out. Oh gosh, I really need to fix that with the green screen now, do I? Which color is not present with Pokemon at all? I wonder. And Rocky Icy Meerkat. Uh, yeah, I think that's fitting. It's always a little bit of a guess which avatar will be there. And I can assign a specific avatar to any of you people. Also, Hitman Enjoyer, hello, hello! And a happy Monday to you too. I also found out the scientific reason why... Oh, wait a minute. Everybody is jumping now. How does that... Yeah, oh, there are all sorts of little things that you can do with the avatars and such. I have to find out the shortcuts for it though, and how it all exactly works. But I can throw little bombs and things like that here. There should be Pokeballs there as well. Little stars, which are weird. Gunzukat the Ferret has followed. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the follow. Of course, yes, the follow bits are now different. All right. Let's fire up the stream. As you can see, the Pokemons are still there, and because the background is technically bushes, for example, Longtooth, which is the Bulbasaur, now kind of looks okay, I think. And hello. As for Mino, can I be a Galarian Zigzag-kun? I think so. Everything Generation 1 is loaded in. I'm not completely sure which generation is which, but I am sure that you know what and how. But I can change you up. Ah, Kimberly Gonzalez, Detective Pikachu music. Well, it does match. And I still love that movie. Detective Pikachu is great. I also found out why my computer was crashing last time. It was a faulty driver. And if everything is fine, it should be okay. Let's all root in the chat for my computer not to crash. Oh, Gen 9. I have to load up a lot then. But I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Also, thank you, Jesper Infinity, for the 3-stream streak. Oh, Gen 8 still. It's far from Gen 1. And Deadly Wrath of Darkness asks, do you guys have a favorite Pokemon gen? I'm old school. I'm going for Generation 1, although I must admit that Watchog is my favorite Pokemon. I am totally not biased as well. I do have a Sandshrew right now, as in rolling around, because I think that's very cute. Also, hello Ari! And Kimberly says, my favorite Pokemon is Lucario, Sylveon, Meloetta, Primaria, and Zoroark. Oh my gosh. It really shows how old I am. I didn't have the Pokemon trading cards back when it was just released with Generation 1 and everything. When it was still for kids. As for the people who are wondering what I'm drawing, I am drawing Gadget. But not just Gadget. I am drawing Gadget. And Ari, I am doing absolutely fine. I hope you are doing great as well. And I hope you enjoy that you're walking around at the bottom of the screen. As, well, Ari is... Oh my gosh, Ari is quite big. Ari is our biggest channel member of them all. Oh, and I see that the despawn timer means that you're being captured by a Pokeball. So that's quite cute. I mean, I'm finding out all kind of things that I installed here, kind of like on the go. Also. I have to at least put some... We could put a Pokemon plush here, but the problem is that the Pikachu plush that I have here is way too big. And Kimberly says, Toon June is coming soon for me to draw fan art of each day of the year. Oh well, I think each day of the month, each day of the year, that is quite a lot of drawing. But then again, I mean, thanks to streaming, I got as well, my drawing improved because I drew a lot more. I mean, at the lowest part, I was just drawing like 3 or 4 drawings a year. With the exception on conventions, and now I'm drawing at least once a week. So, I mean, perhaps, Kimberly, it is nice for you to start streaming as well. Also, Ari says, how did it go at the Kinder Feast based in Amsterdam? Well, it was amazing. I went to... the Children Animal Festival, where children with a disability could visit the zoo in Amsterdam. However, they could go there by boat. And we were there on the boats as well, and waving to everybody, and it was so incredibly amazing. I mean, let me show you some. We can show you some lovely photos of the last weekend, I think. Of course, I had to start Dropbox because I had closed down Dropbox because I had to fix a couple of things. Hitman Enjoyer asked, have you ever been part of a convention staff? I always wondered how convention teams are chosen. Do you have chosen a team? I have been part of convention staff of quite a lot of conventions, to be fair. The longest running, I've been convention staff of Euroferns for 20 years. I'm technically still am. I still do a couple of things for Euroferns, but my main convention is Nordic FuzzCon. And as for Nordic FuzzCon, we have an internal form where you can submit teams for the next year. And out of those teams, a new team is being chosen 1 year ahead. So every time a convention is just finished, the next team is being announced. So 1.5 years before the convention happens, the team is solid, because with Nordic FuzzCon we have to start the animation for it, because the animator of the opening animation in Nordic FuzzCon, that takes a couple of months. Animation takes a lot of time. And within the animations, they always have a preview animation for the next year. Like for next year Nordic FuzzCon, where the theme is Cirque du Nord, therefore the circus. Yeah, that animating that masterpiece took a while. So, but that's how we're doing it, through an internal poll. Some conventions have where you can submit teams externally as well. But usually it is both the staff and the board of directors that eventually do the final vote. But for Ari, okay, it's syncing up. I have to load in the photos, but basically we could go on the various boats waving to the kids. That was amazing. But let's sync it up. Kimberly also says it's cloudy today in California. And I think that at Nordic FuzzCon 2026, the new opera for Chester, Fozzie and Dan the Siberian Tiger is going to sing Pagliacci, I suppose. Well, I think so. I'm not completely sure. Also, Martin W, thank you very much for the sub. And all the Pokemons are dancing and jumping because of you. While the photos are loading in, I have to preview them because some of the photos are... I have to make sure that the photos where we're only being shown. Don't want to show some, pictures need to be vetted for such events. Here, this is one of the pictures of me and this lovely Ying. We were together on one of the speedboats, and this is under one of the bridges in the city of Amsterdam. And I mean, this was just amazing. And the funny part was that because it was quite windy, especially when the boats were going very, very hard, very fast, it was just great. And it wasn't getting warm in the suits at all. Oop. And the people here in the screen, they are from the fursuiters, from our support. They're two good friends. They're okay. Also in the evening, the view from the other boats, it was just majestic. It was great. Amsterdam has beautiful flowers too, like tulips. Oh yes! Amsterdam has a very special bond with tulips. Absolutely. Let's see. Oh yeah. I got some beautiful photos here as well. Just a moment. Here we go. And you can see in the background, those are Amsterdam trade houses. Those houses, were usually to store the tulips, for example, and other commodities for trade. And here you see us watching this, the summer evening, and these buildings, they are at Amsterdam Central. But there is one picture that they've sent from the organization as well, which I am going through here. This is one of my favorites. I'm not on it, but it really rocks. I mean, look at that. Isn't that just wonderful? Oh, thank you very much for the compliments, Alam Aguilar, who says amazing picture. And Kimberly says, my mom likes the tulips, especially roses and lilies, for in the backyards outside the house. Oh, absolutely. And Longtooth says, the picture looks great. I assume that all the kids had a great time at the zoo and with the fursuiters. Absolutely. Hitman Enjoyer went to Amsterdam last year and it redefined his definition of old architecture. It's not just castles and churches I'm used to. It is so beautiful and I'd love to live there if I could. Also, Svex the Mischievous Fox, hello! Thank you very much for the compliments and welcome. And yes indeed, Mino, it looks so amazing! I love the layout of Amsterdam. I lived there for many years myself. And I work there, actually. And, well, the city definitely has its perks. But I prefer the smaller cities myself. And Hitman says the stroopwafels were elite as well. Oh yes! Especially the ones that were just fresh. You know, with absolute 100% fresh, still warm. And if you eat them like they are intended to, you put them on a cup of steaming tea or coffee so that the caramel loosens up a little bit. It becomes liquid again. That is the way to eat it. That is so wonderful. Also, fun little fact. The stroopwafel was initially meant to make something out of the leftover dough for the poorer people. However, it was that good that it caught on with every layer of society, and within no time everybody was eating stroopwafels, and a legend was born. Alright, let's continue with Gadget. No, you don't. Come on. Stay put, little meerkat. Kimberly says, I bet they have some very good chocolate candy in Amsterdam. Oh, they absolutely do. However, and I am man enough to, or well, the meerkat enough actually, to admit, if you want the really good stuff, go to Brussels or Antwerp. Belgium is the king of chocolate. We're making a good second, but where we have the better cheese, Belgium has the better chocolate. Also, small ad break for our Twitch friends in 10 seconds. My apologies for that, but that's just the price we pay for no pre-rolls. And indeed, the current song does sound like the song from Cirque du Nord. Hello, Captain Lionheart. Welcome to the chat. And let's see, what Pokemon is Captain Lionheart? Oh gosh, what is the name of that one again? I am so incredibly bad with names. The three magnets. Magneton, yes, that was it. And I see that Swax is also quite the looker. Oh man, I really have to relearn. I am already so incredibly bad with Pokemon. And now I am expected to have basically know all the names, which I don't. Also, Iwanzor, hello. And look at you flying about. That is one of the most impressive. Well, Martin W, I think that I know which song you mean, which is the Pokemon Polka from Ilzor is Luigia. Luigi is. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I failed you all. Martin says, I'm Jigglypuff. So I knock you guys straight out. Yes, absolutely. And Mino says, I guess I'll need to teach you how to pronounce all the Pokemon names next time I see you. That is going to be quite a tough job. Because I am absolutely horrible with pronouncing anything. Kimberly is drawing her rat persona as she is watching this. Oh, do post it on the Discord. Well, speaking of rats, this is going to be a mouse. And some might already recognize that who I am drawing. However, I am not drawing just her. Hit Manager says, jazz while drawing will never not go hard. I may not understand any of the complexities of its theory, but I love every subgenre of it. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, completely agree with that. And I mean, just like my dad once said, you don't need to be a chef cook to understand good food. Also, Bill K, hello and welcome to the stream. Hey, Voltrot and Soldier 024. Let's see what kind of Pokemon they are. Well, Soldier. Oh, I am not going to pronounce those names. And Voltrot is the... Oh my god. Voltrot is Lickitung. Well, Voltrot, just look on the screen in the bottom. You see yourself walking there and with the speech bubbles. It's a little add-on that I have since today. But now the Pokemon are just walking around. But in the near future on this channel, you will have little battles together and things like that. So, yeah. We're going to make this interactive. And we're slowly working further and further on the channel, you know, give you guys something to do. Since, well, Wordle was quite of a hit, but it kind of was distracting from the cartoons themselves. So we're slowly introducing things to the chat and see what and how. Mino says, but what if the chat avis could become small meerkats? There's probably some tool that can make you, can have you have custom little critters in there. Yes, there is. This program is fully customizable. We can even make program little mini games in it. You can do everything you want on that, and the Steam workshop is huge. So this is definitely going to stay here. If everybody in my team agrees with that, of course. But I definitely am a very proponent of this. And if we make all sorts of meerkats here, that will be amazing. And Marta says, I'm being afraid of being a meerkat amongst meerkats after what Thabo told me. Oh dear. Alright. No. This is not good. Just a moment. Yep, that was a bot. With the emphasis on what was. And yes, Soldier, it's stream avatars. Yes. And Soldier, by all means, feel free to do so. You can change your Pokemon, yes. Meanwhile, Kimberly says, oh yeah, I told you about the new opera singer fur on YouTube. His name is Mary Jest Starchild, and he is a Danner, just like Dan the Siberian Tiger. But his new singer is a Cheshire cat. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, oh, look at that. Voldemort, you need to exclamation mark avatar and then the name of the Pokemon. And what you see me answering, that's also because the bot is myself. Note that only Generation 1 Pokemon work. Avatar Raichu works, but don't forget the space. Svex's new Mewtwo? There you go. The mouse character reminds me of Gadget from Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, the TV series. Yes! Because she is. But there's a little thing that, you know, the funny thing is that from Chip 'n Dale, the TV series, Chip 'n Dale, the Dutch intro, because Knabbel and Bubble doesn't really rhyme, but Chip 'n Dale does, in order to keep the whole thing going, they changed the tune to Pak Saddam. As in, go grab 'em. Gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon. So it's all connected to each other and everything. Oh, we see an Executor now. I think that, Marta, if you have the evolved version of that one, that would be you. Excellent. Thank you very much, Soldier. I salute you, sir. Also, James, hello and welcome. I see you there walking about, so you have been talking. Hello, hello. And indeed, James, it is Inspector Gadget as a furry. Basically, it is Inspector Gadget as Gadget Hackwrench, who is indeed a mouse from the series from the 90s, Chippendale Rescue Rangers. And I love the reoccurring pun from when they're trying to rescue everybody who is in nood, because nood means not in Dutch, but also emergency. Jump! Jasperinity, only Gen 1, but I'm going to load up the other generations for the next streams as well. We're going to expand on this. It's fun. Aww, Ellen is still with us. I think this is a little bit more fun. I am not going to do a belt buckle, I'm just going to do a big button. Why? Because I like it. That's one of the things that I really liked about the Rescue Rangers, is that they did use appliances, common appliances, in a rather huge way. Oh, Generation 2 and 3 work as well. I had no idea. The more you learn. Speaking of that movie, I went to see the final Mission Impossible and it was great. I won't give any spoilers. Okay, that's good. Look at that beauty. I kind of like how this one came out. Voltrost says, I hate the in-between commercials. I do as well. The problem is that it's either that or the pre-rolls. And the pre-rolls are killing interaction for new people. So every 30 minutes I have to do this. Kimberly, on the other end, went to the latest Mission Impossible and they said it was very good. They're not going to give any spoilers. Also, King Golden, hello and nice to see you. And we see King Golden flying about is a flying Pokemon. What Pokemon is King Golden? Also, Tani, hello and good evening. And Tani is looking beautiful. And of course, I have no clue what it's called. And of course, I think that Mino, my personal Pokedeck, or Pokebadger deck, Pokedeck Badger Edition, a Cresselia which I am undoubtedly mispronouncing up the wazoo. Oh, that's not good. And we have to add this because Gadget has very, very, very long hair. So, attempt number 2. Wait a minute. I most likely did draw that in the wrong layer, but let's try this again. Because, of course, Tani joined the chat, and of course then I start to draw in the wrong layer, because that's what she does. There we go. And yes, Adi, helicoptering around. And yes, if you spawn in, you get one assigned randomly. However, if you change it, it does remember. So next time when you log on, it uses the same avatar. Alan Aguilar says, I'm much of a horror movie fan or horror game fan. Speaking of which, I went to see the Final Destination movie, the latest one. I've seen the previous ones. And if you're into that stuff and if you like it, I can definitely recommend it. They changed the formula up a little bit. I'm not going into details because I don't like to be demonetized, and it's spoilers and it's horror, and that's definitely not what this channel is about. But it's certainly recommended. I really enjoyed the movie. And of course I got our official reference sheet from Hack Ranch. We need to have the proper colors, of course, huh? Now, of course, I could have fixed this by doing the proper lining up front, but I'm stubborn like that. Nani says, and it's because the traditional artist joined the chat. There are no, or for the most part, no layers in traditional art. I am respectfully disagreeing here. I myself have drawn with layers in traditional art. It's called a light box. You have various white sheets of paper on a light box. And for in-betweening, you use layers. Which is technically correct. And there is a Tani here. I fondly remember the time when we were watching Doctor Strange in the cinema and you spontaneously covered my eyes. Yes, indeed. You cannot stand blood, and I knew that that scene would have the gross red stuff. So, I did my duty, as one should. As you can see more and more, we are talking about Gadget. It was right. Oh, the colors of the eyes are a little bit grey about. Alright, we can do that. Rain says, oh cool, Dottie as Inspector Gadget, yes! And Dottie is in English, well, Gadget. Gadget Hack Ranch. So Gadget is Gadget. That's the joke. And I like it. And for our American friends, Dottie is the Dutch name for Gadget. Aw, thank you for the boop, Ari. And Rain asked, is this gadget smart enough not to need saving from their knees all the time? Yes, I think so. Although Brain the dog is absolutely the star of the show. Also, Team Meerkat Gaming has joined, and let's see what's Team Meerkat Gaming. Oh dear. Team Meerkat Gaming is, oh gosh. I know that one. I captured this one on Pokemon Go this afternoon. Gadget was one of my first furry crushes back in the day, Team Meerkat admits. And, well, guess what? I had a soft spot for her as well. And Kimberly says, the drawing I'm doing is Rodney just looking at his phone along with another furry Skuro. Skuro the Coyote, another Toon fursuiter. Oh, that's cool. By all means, do upload it. I love to see the more art on my Discord. When I can, I do respond and I do watch over it because it's very, very cool. So we have to go to this layer. First we have to turn off the colors. Then we have to take this color here. We have to take this. We have to add here this little bit. Then we have to go back to the colors. We take this color and this little piece of hair, and now it's fixed. And the little hair here. Fun, fun, fun. Back to the line colors. Oh, this time, for now, knock, knock, knock on wood, I have the proper layers. And it kind of demonstrates how incredibly important it is to actually have the right layers. And the more you use layers, the more you come to respect the classical artists or the artists that are using analog, basically the traditional artists, because they don't have the undo button. They don't have the layers. Well, for the most times. Yeah, look at the hair. It comes straight out so much better with colored lines. And yes, Rain, the Pokemon on the screen are new indeed. And if you want to have Nidoqueen, you can try if it's in there. Exclamation mark avatar Nidoqueen. You can change them yourself. I know a great Ctrl-Z for traditional artist Hitman Enjoyer says burning the paper. It is kind of like permanent though. In a way, yes. But also, back in the days when I was inking and I was making a mistake, well, I used a light box. It was a very expensive Ctrl-Z, but it worked. And, Rain says, I'm a Nidoqueen in there. That's why I said, hey, I'm a queen, of course. I'm so sorry. Also, see you around, Voltron. Thank you for dropping by. And Kimberly says, the colors on Gadget look amazing. Thank you. And I know that Curly Cartoon and a couple of other friends came with plenty of automated tools for the line coloring, and none of them work the way I want. I just do it manually. Some things are just meant to do manually. And I guess that this is also something with the traditional artists, when people were saying from, you know, traditional art, you can do this automatic, why don't you do it? No. Sometimes manually you have to do that. And as you can see there is another little bit on her toe that we need to fix there as well, which I'm going to do momentarily. I am so happy that my neck isn't straining like it was last week. Last week it was really no fun at the end of the evening. But I'm doing a lot better now. And I'm very happy with that. Danny Draw says that smooth jazz in the background reminds me that I should practice my new saxophone more. Oh, awesome! I did not know you had a saxophone. I do know that your dad had a, how do you say that, doodlezak? Gosh, how is that called in English again? Also, Kiran, hello, hello! Kimberly says, the music sounds like a mystery story about two furries looking for a monster in a town that is destroying the Toon World. Kinda reminds me of a certain bunny. Roger Rabbit. Same plot. Love that movie. Absolutely to bits. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Rain says, "Say, Thabo, how was your weekend? Saturday I went to the Efteling with a few friends." Oh, you did? How did you go into the new Spook Slot? The new Ghost Castle? The completely revisited, they completely renewed that entire attraction. I love the old one, and the new one is a proper homage. If you haven't been there, I do recommend to go there next time as well, because the ghost section is like, mwah, chef's kiss. Yeah, the Danse Macabre, yes. And the fun thing about the Danse Macabre is they made it in such a way that it is recommended to take the ride multiple times and go sit down on different locations. Because every time you see a new piece of the ride. And yeah, it is, if you have vertigo, it's indeed a little bit, it's not the best thing for people that have vertigo now. Kiran says, "I loved Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I had the pleasure of asking Christopher Lloyd how they did the blending of animation in live action, and then he explained that they used weighted dummies. Yes, I saw the behind the scenes. It was quite unique. And back in the days, you had to do it like that. There was no such thing. They wanted to do the physics just right. And for example, the scene where Roger Rabbit sings and where the record gets stuck and where he keeps on smashing the plates on his head, that is actually a pike and a robotic construction that keeps on smashing the plates on his head, because he did not have the 3D technology back in the days to animate those things properly. And I think this is one of the reasons why that movie aged surprisingly well, because all the effects besides the drawn cartoons are actual practical effects. And I'm just loving it to bits. It's one of my favorite movies, also in terms of technique. Rain says the Rook. You say the Rock, but I think the Vogelrok, which is a wonderful roller coaster. For our American friends, it's a complete roller coaster in the dark with all sorts of light effects. Kind of like the Aerosmith in Disneyland Paris. Or I think there is a similar roller coaster in one of the American Disneylands, but I'm not sure. But yeah, the Vogelrok gave me more vertigo though, but I didn't regret going for a second time. Yeah, definitely. Oh, thank you very much, Martin, who says the ears work out really nicely. Yeah, thank you. And this is because we have the rest of the rest colored, then the eyes and the mouth are standing out extra. And that's one of the effects. Basically, I'm using the same effects as what the bad guys are doing. I really love that. That's basically their style kind of hit a little extra special stride with me. So I'm usually leaving the mouth and the eyes black so that it really stands out. Oh yes, I am so happy with how Gadget is coming out. Look at her! Enjoying herself, flying about. And Kiran continues about our friend from Roger Rabbit. I love how he lit up when I asked him about the movie. Poor guy kept being asked about BTTF. What's BTTF? And Kimberly says, I'm very excited for the Bad Guys 2 movie. Same here. And the new Zootopia movie. Adi, thank you very much for the compliment and have a good one. And Rain says, if you ever go to Disneyland again, definitely Paris, go to the Avengers roller coaster. It's very awesome. Thank you for the tip. And I definitely want to go there somewhere soon. And Gadget looks pretty good indeed. Yes, thank you. There we go! We got ourselves a gadget in 2 hours. I am very happy how this one came out. Yes, Rain says, should the chopper have some lines that it will be spinning? Yeah, indeed, we should. And I'm going to add some motion blur in post with this. I'm going to add a little bit for in post for this. But also it is near 10 o'clock, and for my friends on Twitch, I'm going to ask, who shall we raid? For our friends on YouTube, this is, we are always going to grab all the people on Twitch and raid another channel. This is how we visit each other and how we get people to know. And I am checking, and there are currently quite some people that I know that are online. We have Boozy Badger, we have Only Rick, Naifu Waifu we have, and Mustelid. I think Naifu Waifu, but if somebody else has a channel from Twitch that they can recommend, It's but do note a small channel where we make a little bit of a dent since we're with 9 people on Twitch. Alam says, it looks amazing. I absolutely love all your wonderful art, Thabo. You're my favorite artist and fursuiter. Oh, and Kimberly says same. Thank you. I am so incredibly happy for that. With those remarks, really. Thank you. And Kimberly has M&M cookies in the fridge for later. Oh, you make me jealous. Alright, we are going to raid Knaipu Waifu. Thank you very much, everybody. And I'll see you all around. And see you around for next week on Monday. Have a wonderful evening, everybody. See you around, and I will upload this to my Discord soon. Take care. Thank you.